recent Addicted to Success blog, Zach Mustafa highlighted the 7 bad habits every entrepreneur should fix. In today's Longstreet Beat, I'll review those and provide just a little commentary. 1. Not being patient. A lot of bad things can happen from being impatient. Here are a few examples. Miss something important because you don't have time to double check. Make stupid mistakes because you're in a hurry. Make bad decisions because you want to get it over with. Ruin your relationships with people because you speak without thinking. There is a solution to this, and it's slow down, take a deep breath, think, and then act. Remember that working too fast is actually counterproductive and will waste more time in the long run. I've often been accused of being too patient, and for sure, there is a balance. But I'll defer to a great quote from motivationist Napoleon Hill. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. Number 2, not listening. Famed Philadelphia restaurateur and PRLA supporter Jose Garces recently cited a quote from Richard Branson as the best advice he had received. Listen more than you talk. Nobody learned anything by hearing themselves speak. Listen to what people have to say. You never know, the next big idea could and probably will come from an 8-year-old. 3, lack of sleep because you're too busy. I used to survive on 5 hours of sleep a night, and in retrospect, surviving is just what I was doing. I've learned over the last few years that 6 or 7 hours of sleep has a huge positive impact on my effectiveness at work and at life. 4, thinking short term. When we took our hotel company public, we learned right away the difference between thinking for the long term and thinking quarter to quarter in order to meet our earnings projections. And in general, we operated much better by being able to look at the long term, not the short term. This, by the way, is always the first piece of advice given by investment counselors: think for the long term. 5, working without a direction. In the simplest of terms, you must have a plan and then work your plan. 6, taking unnecessary risks. Risk takers achieve. Great companies are seldom created without taking risks. But taking crazy risks is just that, crazy. Do the research, test the market, and take calculated risks. 7, not creating a scalable system. Entrepreneurs build things that will grow. Freelancers build things that they can run. A successful company is successful without the entrepreneur being there, and is something that can grow. In the franchise world, scalable is job one. If something is not scalable, it cannot grow and it cannot be franchised. Not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur, but if you think you are, I would suggest using Mustafa's 7 habits as a sort of self-assessment to see if entrepreneurism is for you. If you can be appropriately patient, if you can listen, if you can have a long-term vision, if you can create and work your plan, if you're a responsible risk taker and can build a system that you can step away from and it will still operate, you may well be cut out to be an entrepreneur. I'm John Longstreet with another edition of the Longstreet Beat. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.